Well, welcome to another week of Finance Talk with myself, Sophia. Each week, we like to bring you different topics in the finance and property investment space. This week follows our blog that we issue every Monday through our newsletter. So if you haven't been receiving them, please feel free to sign up to receive your weekly blogs from us. This week's topic, we're sharing how to gain a luxurious lifestyle for women investing in property. Are you one of those women who have always wanted to live your lifestyle of luxury? Well, I certainly do. And did you know it is actually achievable? But how can you afford to do this? With the Savvy Women Group, I have tried and tested multiple methods to get the most out of the property market. I have created a multiple stream of incomes for many portfolios of properties, and today use my knowledge to mentor other savvy women like you. In this week's blog, I have a few suggestions to help you to get started in achieving what you want and definitely achieving your property desires. So take a good look around. As a property investor expert, my first suggestion would be to peek at an investment home. You can ask someone in the property business and start looking at the housing market to see what you can afford, because it's truly about affordability. You'll need to start thinking about the type of property you may be interested in. For help on this, please check out our blog, 6 tips for choosing the right property to invest in. My next suggestion would be to ask your bank if you qualify for a loan. Banks usually have low rates of a mortgage, so you can go to any high street bank and do this, which will be immensely helpful, especially if you find the perfect house to invest in. According to MoneySavingExpert.com, mortgage rates have hit a record low, with some banks launching a 0.83% over a 2-year fixed rate. Seemingly a good idea, right? And it's definitely a good deal. You want to make sure the conditions and the terms will work for you. You can read more about it in an article link in our blog. If you do end up finding a house that fits that description and it's in your budget, then buy it. A tip is to keep in mind for the future. Reference to this, the longer a house is off the market, the more money equity it occurs. So that when you're buying a property, the longer you keep it, the more money you'll make from it. Choosing a location. For some investors, it's all about the area, and some areas are nicer than others. Stick with your budget and what you can afford. If you can, ideally, you choose the nicest area you can afford, but if it's your budget, you can't stretch to the perfect location, then choose an area is likely to increase in value through the development or infrastructure, schools, anything that is hospitals, anything that is local, or any regeneration area. So you do your due diligence in researching what location that has to offer you that is affordable to yourself. Never choose the area just because it's nice and then get yourself into debt. It's debt we're trying to avoid, only sensible debt, i.e. getting a mortgage. Consider renting out your space. If you do not want the hassle of putting your house up on the market, maybe becoming a renter instead. Check what the current rental income in your area and match those prices with the rent you want for your house. By doing all of this, you can possibly get the most out of your investment back. Tips and tricks. When choosing a mortgage, always go and speak to a mortgage broker. The mortgage world is a plethora of information, but a mortgage broker would have whole of market, simply meaning there's high street lenders, and there's other lenders that you're not aware about. So speak to a mortgage lender and see how much you can borrow and how much your affordability is. With that in mind, always make sure you do a list on your system of things that you can afford. Where's the areas that you can afford? What's those prices looking like? And always inform the mortgage broker of where you feel that you could invest in and see if you can get a mortgage for that amount of money. Savvy Estates offers mortgage brokers that will aid you with your requirements. Our certified brokers can obtain mortgages for most people, even those with CCJs, defaults, and bankruptcies. So go ahead, register for our blog, click on the link, and you'll find out how you can do this. The suggestions I've made will send you on your way to make your investment worthwhile. Investing in property is the smartest way to definitely spend your money. And in my opinion, it is only the best way to achieve some of your financial goals in life. Now, you may ask yourself, do you want to accomplish all of this so that you can live your dream? I would say yes. Think of all the hard work, time, and money that you spend to make sure that you can have the life that you always wanted and envisioned for yourself. To be carefree and to have a luxury lifestyle. That sounds like a bright and fun future for yourself, doesn't it? I will see you next week in our financial talk. And if you want to reach out to me, remember you can reach out via email for a free discovery call. And if you need more information about property investing and starting saving for your kitty or working at your property budget, feel free to contact me at info@savvywomen.co.uk or any of our social medias, 50 Savvy Women, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I shall see you next week.